Hey everyone, wanted to give an update. We made some significant improvements to the Obsessive Garage Inside the Hex platform, and wanted to just make a new video and update you on where we're at with it and where I think it's heading and what type of stuff we produce there. But the basic concept came, when did I come up with this? We probably had it for 3 years or so, 2.5, 3 years now. And I wanted to have a way to share more life, business. Like I just made a video where I did a hex cast just talking about, like, I didn't know what gratitude was. It sounds ridiculous, but I sort of sat in front of the camera as a little therapy session and talked about it. I do generally a weekly vlog. I probably do about, what do you think, Mike, about 48 weeks a year. I probably get in maybe 45 weeks a year of vlogs where I just carry the R5, the Canon R5 around and just share day in the life. And I share that weekly and share what I'm struggling with, what I've come up with. But I wanted to make a platform where I could share those things because if you're not aware, the sharing a lot of that stuff is what got me fired in wealth management back in 2018. So I think that's when the concept came to be, where I'm like, I'd really like to have a way to share a little bit more personal stuff and maybe have it be behind a paywall, just to help ensure that the people that want to see it, not those that don't. I started looking at different platforms like Patreon and looking at the YouTube membership platform, and I just didn't want them to own it. I didn't want them to have access to this. Just in case, I wanted to have my own platform that I own, and it's been a real struggle because it's not a real easy thing to create without spending millions of dollars on the user experience, the UI, or to even just the hosting of the video has been problematic over the years. But we've learned a lot, and we've also learned how to make it really stable and a strong performer from a website perspective. So we just made a transition to a completely new app, completely new software, where we have it fully integrated with the Obsessive Garage website, so that people can do things like we're going to be introducing a members-only merch store, or early access to products like the vacuum system we're going to launch to members first. So they'll have first access to it. Of course, another reason why I created the Inside the Hex platform was it seemed like every single group or category of person had some claim to a discount. And I just was really struggling with that because I put so much more work into the curation of products. I lose the ability or the buying power of just taking on, like, for example, taking on the Kosh Chemi line and only selling those products. I'd have a lot more buying power, I'd have a lot more margin, so then I could run sales and you could do things like free shipping and stuff like that. But my chosen method was, I don't want to be a retailer. I want to be a curator of the best, or what I believe to be the best at the time. I want to be able to get rid of a product and put a new product in its place if I find something that's better. I want to do that quickly. I want to do that easily. But in order to do that, the margins that I have aren't as good. And so to pack in free shipping, to pack in discounts all the time, I just knew wasn't going to be an option, especially, we're shooting this video on a $15,000 camera, and so the ability to do that is something that that I knew that I was going to have to make some concessions on what a traditional retailer would do, but I did want to give people an avenue to, and really give myself an out to say, look, I don't want to marginalize any specific, like the military or teachers or first responders. I don't want to marginalize any group, but where do you draw the line? And then you're trying to get proof and doing all. It's just a really odd relationship, and I didn't want to go down that road. And so, to keep it simple, we have Inside the Hex. It's 10% off, free shipping. Whenever we have an Inside the Hex order, whenever we print orders, we always grab those first, so they get priority to our shipping process, and then giving us the ability to add early access to things and things like that with our new app is important. So. There's a couple of ways to do this. If you want to be just a Hex Lite member, it's $8 a month or $60 a year. That gives you access to all the video content, Hexcasts and Hex Vlog. And then there's Hex Plus, where you get 10% off free shipping. We also, for Hex members, we give another 5% off, and then real priority on Black Fridays, so our only sale of the year. And so that's also an added benefit. But I think that the concept, the idea of creating a membership platform that's directly on the Obsessed Garage website gives me an avenue to hopefully provide additional value in the future. We have a bunch of ideas that we'll be coming up with that we'll send out to you as we come up with them or as they launch. But for the time being, the new app that we have just integrates so much better in the site. You can see on the site what your discount is. It seems very simple, seems rather crude, but it's actually a lot of work and costs a lot of money to just get that user experience to a user interface where it functions really, really well. So coming up in the future, I'm hoping to develop an app where you'd have an app on your phone. That would be really, really awesome, where we can have exclusive content and things like that at some point. So that's on the docket for us. We also will be, again, launching more and more new products that maybe we'll have an exclusive store for things that there's a lot of products that I'm going to have in the future that will probably be very, very low production. Maybe we make them only accessible to Inside the Hex because we can't deliver to the broad audience. So I have some ideas sort of swirling around in my head on that. But yeah, I hope I haven't had anybody not really enjoy the vlog content. It's the most, I really enjoy doing it. It's the most personal content. I do share a lot about life and business that I don't share generally on the regular YouTube channel platform. We also have the, which I find to be very, very useful. It's a lot like the original OG Facebook group. We have an Inside the Hex invite-only Facebook group. When you sign up to become a member, you also submit and gain access to the Facebook group. Lots and lots of support there. People have gotten jobs there. They've found great products there. They've shared lots of life advice and things like that in that group. I see lots and lots of topics about, hey, I'm looking at changing careers, or hey, I just got a divorce, trying to figure out life. You get a lot of advice from people that aren't generally judging, and we find that to be a really useful add-on to when you become a member of Inside the Hex. And the way I have it set up is when you become a member, even if you're no longer a paying member, you stay sort of a member of the Inside the Hex Facebook group for life. So anyway, I hope you'd consider becoming a member, and hope you enjoy it. And if you do or are a member and you enjoy it, leave a comment and share it with people. I think we have about 2,500 of you that are members. I'd love to have 25,000. That would be cool. But anyway, thanks for your support. Those of you that really get it, and oftentimes you guys will send me a note. It's super inspiring and really motivates me to keep chasing this thing of the pursuit of functional excellence, this pursuit toward things that are fascinating to me, and then living on the general thesis that if I want something, if I find something to be interesting, or I find that I want to purchase something, there's probably others that want to do so as well. Same thing with the vlogs, with the Xcast. If I'm interested in hearing about something or sharing something, that there's probably a few others that do too. So thanks for being members, and thanks for your consideration, those of you who aren't, and hopefully we'll see you Inside the Hex soon.